Hi guys, it's Rachel here, day 97 of the 100 day project. Oh my goodness, it's nearly finished. Oh dear. So we're going to continue working on here and I'm very excited about it. I loved how it's turning out. I'll just show you, you saw all of this on video I think, and then I went ahead and finished inside, well not inside, just this part here. I have to decide whether I'm going to put fabric there. I might, or if I'm going to put paper, and the same inside here. I don't know if you can see, it's a very big thing. And then I've also cut out my flowers that I said I might like to put on my cover, and I would like to put those there. I've chosen my lace, that's going to go there. Is it the right way? Oh, I never know which is the right way. I think that's the right way. This is one of my, this is a beautiful antique French fabric that I have. Hi Lulu.
Sorry, Mummy, to interrupt. Can I have the little blue scissors, please?
Sure, then can you bring them back please,
Yeah,
just
sure.
in case.
Thank you.
And so I have this beautiful antique fabric. It's French, but it's nearly run out and it's one of my all-time faves, so I thought I'd love to have a memory of that. So I'll probably put some of that inside, but I might have to collage some fabric, we'll see. And I'm just going to use PVA. Oh, and I forgot to bring in a wet towel. I'm going to need a wet towel. And then I just wanted to show you before we get started what I did with my glassine pieces of paper. I was just mucking around, procrastinating, not doing my video, you know, just avoiding doing it. And so I had a go at making some glassine bags. Super easy method of doing it. So those were those dark ones. They printed out a bit dark, but they'll go somewhere. And then I made these little ones. The glue is still drying here with the script. And then this was a Manu Design Studio here. And then another, this is the other part of the paper. And then these, I thought I made some more. Oh, I've got the, oh, that's the other writing. Yeah, that's all I did. And then I made little envelopes as well, glassine envelopes. So they'll be really cute. If you want to see how to make the little glassine bags, it's very simple. Let me know and we'll do it after the 100 day project. And what else did I want to say? I can't remember. I need to make some more glassine paper. That was all of the, I think the shiny ones that I had. Anyway, oh, I know what I wanted to say. I was going to show how to sew a pouch to you know, carry your journal around in your handbag or whatever. However, Chrissie Crosser just did it, so I'll link her video in the description box and you can go and watch her video because that's exactly how I would have done it. Actually, I would have even done it without the lining, so she's got a step further. Unless you know, then there could be obviously something more complex like making a drawstring bag or a zipper pouch or something like that, but that's much more in depth, sort of, there's measuring involved in that stuff, so that would require more of a sort of pattern. So I do have a tutorial on my blog somewhere about how to put a zipper in for a zipper pouch, if anybody wants to look at that. Yep, so I decided not to do the video because Chrissie just did it and I would have done it pretty much the same way, so I think you should just watch her video, and then maybe further down the track we can revisit and do something, you know, elaborate. So I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to stop gas bagging and glue this down, and I'm only going to glue it like that. I think I'm going to have a little bit on the side, so I need to get my PVA, and I wish I had prepared a wet towel. I did tell myself to prepare a wet towel, and did I do it? No, because I got all excited about getting started, and then I'm going to put my glue here as well, and then I didn't do it. So I was asked, am I going to do I normally protect my journal covers? Well, if I'm doing an altered book, I did answer, but I'll say it for everybody. If I'm doing an altered book, I don't necessarily protect the whole cover. I only protect the printed image. Whereas this is all, this is like a cardboard box. So this is all collaged paper. So yes, I'm planning on or giving it a spray I probably will give it a spray. I'll don't worry, I won't gas myself. I'll put a fan there and blow the gas out. That's what I'll do. I'll blow it away. Oh, now I better check which way I'm doing this. So yeah, I am planning on giving this a spray. That's it. And now what I do, this is how I do it, to stick it on, and then if I need to put some more glue, I'll go and, yep, I didn't go down further enough with the glue, so I'll just go back and put some more. The reason why I like to smush it around is that way you're sort of catching all the bits of lacy bits, if you know what I mean. And I find that PVA is very good. It does, I think by all accounts, why people are not using it and using the more expensive Fabri-Tac is maybe the Fabri-Tac dries faster. But I have not had a problem with using my PVA glue. I think this is a particularly good brand. This I saw a lot of the very expert Russian bookmakers. They make these amazing albums and things. I couldn't tell you their names. I wouldn't remember, number one. Number two, they're Russian, so I don't know how to say their names. But they use this particular, it's a Russian brand. I don't know, is Paytex Russian? Because it's all written in Russian on the bottle, so it could be Russian. But it's particularly good glue. As of yet, I haven't seen a glue stick, but I do use their PVA. And then they have another glue that I really like. That also glues metal. That's a very stinky glue. So if I was really worried about now I keep that something sticking down, I would use the stinky glue, which is I think even stronger because it even glues metal. And do I need a bit more? I need a little bit more glue there, not that you can see. Now I'm going to get myself into a ripe old mess in a minute when I'm gluing down that fabric. Ripe old mess. Okay, so that's that. That is that. Now we're going to glue down this. Now this will be fun, gluing down this. I'm going to use not PVA. I'm going to use what's it called? Glue stick here. So I need to find my book somewhere that I need to glue on. I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. So I did have a late coffee yesterday. Do you know what? Because of all that heat, I slept really well regardless. Had a good night's sleep, but we didn't get home until like, I don't know, 12:30 or something. I'm gonna have to be careful gluing this. I'm gonna rip it. I didn't get home until 12:30, so I was probably pretty tired, and it was very hot. I mean, we sat where our friend, the tightwad, no, he's lovely. I'm just teasing, but where he was singing for his supper, it was sort of like all open sort of thing, so it was very hot. And then we had a walk and stuff, and it's just so humid. It was like 30 degrees at 11 o'clock at night. That's how hot it was. We've had a bit of a storm today, so it'll be very humid outside. Only like a 2-minute storm, of course, in Italian fashion. It's only lasts 2 minutes. I think I'm probably off screen here gluing. And anyway, so we've had a bit of a storm today, and I can guarantee you the humidity will be rife outside. The sun is back shining away, and it's hot. So it's just false hope. It was giving me false hope. Okay, so let's just carefully slide this along. It's not an easy thing to glue, this one. It's like gluing down a spider web. So now we had a very grumpy day yesterday, all of us, and Lulu will kill me, but the day could only have gotten worse. I got a message from Steffi from the swimming pool. Lulu had forgotten that she had a collection of her pocket money and some money that her grandpa had given her in her wallet. It was about €42 or something, and some naughty boys, not Italian boys, I won't say what types they were because there's a lot of prejudice against those types of people here, and I don't want to participate in that, but they were those types. They went and stole her money, and the reason why we know it was them was because she had seen them And when she went for a swim in the pool, a family saw the boys go and sit on her and her friends' deck chairs at the pool. And now this is going to be fun sticking this down, and they just thought that they were their friends, but when Lulu asked if they saw anything, they realized it wasn't their friends, and they saw them rummaging through their bags. So she was very upset about it. She didn't want me to tell anyone. There you go, I've told the whole world, haven't I? Because I'm a good mama. So yes, the day did get worse, but then it got better. So yeah, we hadn't finished after the morning. We had to have that as well. So anyway, her daddy said that she had to learn her lesson, so there was no pocket money for a few weeks. She didn't mean to. She didn't remember that she had put it in a secret pocket in there. But still, like, you know, they go and sit around the corner where nobody can see, and on the grassy area, and they really need to sort of put their bags where they can see them when they go for a swim. I think that, you know, not be silly, you know, going off around the corner sort of business. So lucky her dad sent me a message. I said, mate, go and get her out of the pool and get her telephone. I don't want them to steal her telephone as well. So I told her she's not allowed to take her phone to the pool anymore. She wasn't very happy about it. And I said, well, we're not going to buy you another one if it gets stolen. Because, you know, that would, and it's all your personal stuff in there, and I would not like, even though it's got Find My Phone on it, I would not like that. I'm putting a bit of PVA here just so it sticks better on the fabric, because I wasn't able to press hard enough to with the glue without ripping it. But isn't this pretty? This is one of my favorite embroideries that I have. So just going to make sure it all sticks down. It's going around the corner. That's really cool. That wasn't planned. I think I had it all fitting on there when I gave it a go yesterday. Maybe I put it the other way when I was trying. That's great, Lulu. When I was trying it out yesterday, I might have changed it somehow, but this is just fine. Put some glue on there, or that won't stick very well. There we go. And what about here? Okay, and then I thought I'd have this little piece here, like maybe coming like that. Yep, I'm going to glue that. See how much glue I can get on this one. I need to press a bit harder. Okay, and I thought I would, I haven't decided what label yet, but I'm going to put a label there, and it's going to be labeled. Yep, so that's that. Do I get enough glue? Anyway, it's all going to be sealed. It's all going to be sealed, so that'll be fine. I'll just close my PVA so that way. So let's have a look. Yeah, I really do like that. I think I put it the other way. I think I put it on upside down. No, I don't know. I've just repositioned it in a different way, I think. So here's going to be a label, I think, and that will tell me. So so if I did do this challenge again, sorry, just drinking the coffee, then I can I'll have it by year. So that's the spine. It may or may not get something else. Oh, and I thought when I put the label on, I have to remember I put it on with this or that other fabric behind it to give it a little bit of texture, and I might put a bit of that up there or something like that, but we'll worry about that afterwards. And that's the back. So I haven't decided what's going to happen on the back at this point. It's, I'm making it up as I go, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I've got, it's an evolving sort of project. Now, I've got my fabric here. I probably don't have enough to cover the whole thing, so, says she. And look at that. Now, that is destiny. That's destiny. Look at that. It fits. I'm not going to iron it. Why would you bother ironing it? So I'm just going to do it in my Rachel fashion and just cut it like that. And I don't mind using it because I've used it to death. Like I had a very big piece, and I have made many pouches and bags and things with it, and I've loved it. And so I get to keep a piece for me, and I've got bits left over to do if I want to do some more pouch making, but I haven't had time. So I'm not going to go too mad cutting, because now I haven't decided here. Do I need to decide that first? I think I do. I think I do need to decide there. Wait now. Oh, I see. It is going to be a bit wonky. Doesn't matter. Might put something else. Don't you love it when I say it doesn't matter? One lady suggested that will be on my tombstone. Oh, I totally agree. I just hope I remember to tell someone. Oh, because I always say I can't remember as well. Well, I might not remember to tell anyone to put that on my tombstone. That's the problem. Right, so that's going to go there. That will be patched. I don't care about that. I think I'm going to glue some paper there, I think. Or will I glue a different fabric? You know what would be nice there? An embroidery would be nice, like an actual embroidery. Just let me pull out. I told you it was a work in progress. I just got to leave those things, otherwise they'll get ruined. Now let me see here. I don't want anything too thick, but I do have some favourite embroideries, but I don't know if I wanted to scan them or not. Now that's a favourite embroidery. Have I scanned that one? I don't think I have. That is to die for, that one. So I'll tell you the story about this. So there was this beautiful shop outside of Sydney called Pepper Green in Berrima. I think I might have told you this story, did I? I don't remember. Anyway, it went out of business, and this lady, not out of business because they didn't have enough business. It was because the lady got very sick, and I think she might have died. She had cancer. Mum knew her really well, so Mum was very sad about it. Anyway, she would get containers in from England with these beautiful embroideries, and this must have been like can you imagine how beautiful this tablecloth was? And it was like a bundle of 8 cut like this. Someone had made them kind of into placemats or napkin sort of size, and Mum and I both saw them. They were sort of all tied together, and there were like 3 of these or 4 of these, and then another different embroidery, and we both grabbed at it at the same time. Well, obviously I won. So I have just loved those, and I think this is my last one, so I do want to keep that. I'll have to do something with that. I think I have to scan that one, so I won't put that one in. Oh dear, well, maybe this is not such a good idea, because I've got to go through all this stuff over. Oh, there's so many, and I don't know if I've scanned them. I'm not scanning all of them, but you know, there are some good ones there. I could use a bit of this one. Let me see if there's anything good here. Well, that's pretty. That would do for one bit. Probably, I think I would like it to go under. That's a good piece of linen there. It's kind of quite a heavy linen actually, and that's super little embroidery for a needle book or something. So I don't want to cut that, but I'm going to cut this down. I mean, the person who embroidered this would be just beside themselves seeing me how I cut these things out. I'm wondering, do I want an embroidery there? But then I won't want to cover it up, will I? After all of that, I'm thinking maybe paper's better. But maybe I'm not going to attach anything there, because I don't know what I'm going to do with this bit here yet. I think I do like it though. So how am I going to measure this? I know. I'm going to put it here, like so. And I'm going to measure it. I'm going to draw. I'm going to be very bad. Wait, I'll get my... Oh, I don't have my pen. Where's my pencil? I did have many pencils. But do you think I could find them? No. Oh, there's one. So if I go like this, and I can cut that out, you see, look how clever that is. It's just a way of keeping some of these things that I've used in my work, especially these in my sewing. I've used them a lot, and I buy them because I really do like them. It's just a way of keeping a memory of it for me too. Just a little piece of it. Try that out, and that's a good piece of linen there. I can use that, can stamp on that. So that's going to flip. Maybe I'll put this one on the one that's up there, because I want this, although no, that'll be good. See, I'll put that under there. I want it to go under that one, I think. Or do I? Yes, I want it to go under that. So I think I'm going to glue this down, and then I can trim off any excess that I've got. Now here we go, and now this is the start of me getting very gluey. Lucky I went out and bought some more glue. Oops, okay. So do my best to spread it around everywhere. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. You might not want to see what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I've put it the wrong way. What a goose. Lucky I didn't put it reversed. So if I line that up there. It does glue down very well. You don't need to iron it, you see. Just all the creases just glue out. And then I just go along like this and trim it off. It's just for me. It's just going to be a collection of things that I like. Very rough and ready job. Okay, that's lovely. I'm very happy with that. So that's that one. This is going to go here. Oh yes, I do like that. And I want to put that exactly flush with that crease, so then I don't have any problems there. So that's going to go to there, and then I need to trim up there. That's what I need to do. And I need to first decide this one. I think I'm going to, if you can bear it, I'm going to look for another. I'm a bit nervous about trimming this down, that I might trim it too small. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I could, if I did make a mistake and trim it too small, I could, you know, I'll put something else there. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that's going to go like that. That's very nice. I'm very happy with that one. And so I'll just chuck that on the floor, as you do, and see what else do I really like. I like that one. I do like this one. I think I'm going to put this one. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's almost too pretty. I haven't cut that one yet. No, I haven't. Oh my word, isn't that pretty? I don't know if I can cut it right now. It would go. Even that piece there would be nice, because that piece is kind of big. You lose. I think I'll cut that. Oh, I don't know if I can cut it. Just a minute. That must be very annoying for everybody. Oh, this is another one that I like. I have already cut this one. I'm not ready to cut that one yet. I will procrastinate over it. This one's already cut. This one's gorgeous. This is what I'm going to use. It's perfect. So let's just trim it off here. I've used that one in many a project. Just move this out of the way. So what do we want? Oh, now maybe I want to put it that way. Yes, that's the way I've got to put it. So okay, let's just flip it around. It's a big thing when it's all open. I need to flip it around and place it, and I need it to, and what I need to trim off is this here. I'm actually not going to trim the bottom off because I want to make sure it's long enough. Okay, isn't that pretty? Don't throw that out. That over there. Okay, so that's the correct way. So if I glue that down there, and then I can trim off the rest, and it just comes over there, and that's good because I want it to go under the other blue one. Okay, so right, I need to get my glue. Spreading it about everywhere, get it in the creases. And the edges, plenty. Just make sure I've got enough there. Just wipe that off so it doesn't get too lumpy. I'll get a new wet one soon. I'll keep that one for wiping off my card, and I'll have another one for my hands when I need it. Okay, now we need to place this correctly. Look at that, instant ironing too, isn't it wonderful? Get it in the creases. And then I'll just trim this off. I can come back and fix this up afterwards, but I like to trim off a little bit just so I can see my sort of where my border is. Okay, make sure that's glued down, otherwise we'll get a little air pocket there afterwards. Okay, right, now we're ready to glue this, I think. Okay, so this goes this way, is that right? That's the up. Yes, that's the up. And I'm plugged in. I thought I wasn't plugged in for a second. I thought, oh my word, I'll be in trouble. Okay, so I guess I wonder if I flip this over. This is a very good way to measure. Turn this around so I'm measuring on the correct side. And now, which is the side? That was the side that I will go right across, I think. So I can drawing. So first of all I need to, okay, good. I'm going to draw down here. This is not a very good pencil for drawing on fabric. I usually use a, is that all the way there? I usually use a 2B, but I don't have one. Oh cool, look what Lulu did to her water bottle. she printed these out. She has a little sticker making machine. They made stickers and then she put tape over them so that they're protected. Very clever.
Thank you. I like it more now.
Did you bring, oh, you brought my scissors back. I didn't even notice.
You were talking.
Okay. Now this is not a precise project, as we know. Okay, and trim down here. I hope I haven't stuffed up. I probably have. I've made a big boo-boo somewhere, and then I'll have to change my fabric. Okay, so let's see. That's it, and that was like this. Oh, I think that's going to be good. And as I said, if there are any gaps anywhere, you just get to be creative and put something else. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it in bits. I'm not going to put all my glue all over the whole thing in one hit, because I think it will, with this weather that we're having, it'll probably dry before I get, you know, where I'm going. So I think I'll glue it bit by bit. I'm sure that made lots of sense. Okay. Need to make sure I get some glue up there where the crease is.
Do you like this paper?
No, thank you, Lou. Oh, yeah, keep it. I'm actually going to do a bit of tea dyeing, I think. I'm not going to start filling journals with tea dyed paper, but I do like a little bit of tea dyed stuff, and I do have some, but I hoard it, that I made. I'll never pull it out because I didn't make any more, did I? So let's just start here. Am I up correctly? I think so. Oh, this is wonderful. I love this. This is great fun. Now, where did my wet one go? Oh, there it is. I love the way the fabric sort of irons out when you glue it down. Don't even have to iron it. It's fabulous. There we go. That's going to fold up like that. Okay, good. And it's kind of, you know, you can kind of mold the fabric a little bit too, where you can kind of tell it where you want it to go. That's what I want to say. I think I'm going to keep those bits. I'm going to glue the fabric down into there. Come on, out you come, glue. We'll go to here. As you can see, I'm putting fairly abundant amount of glue on there. And I might put the lid on and just tip you upside down so you don't take so long, even though there's about half in there. So I was also asked today for tips how to be, to, you know, sort of make time in your day for, you know, journal making or crafting or whatever, you know, because sometimes the housework gets in the way. Well, the housework does not get in my way because I ignore it. I only do it, you know, I do what I have to do. So that's my only tip, is ignore the housework. And I'm only like doing, you know, I'm being good about the videos because I gave myself the 100-day project. So I have a great sense of failure, and I would have felt like I failed if I missed a day. I wouldn't be happy. And I am quite often angry with myself because I haven't done as much in a day as I could have.
Do you know where my pink headphones are?
I don't think so. They might be
In the living room?
in the bedroom, in my bedroom. Did you look?
I'll have a look now.
Okay. Another sip of coffee. Incredibly sunny outside. Lulu's off to a birthday party at the beach tonight, so she was waiting to see how what was happening with the weather, whether it might be cancelled, but the sun is shining. I just need to make sure I've got plenty of glue under there. And then I need to do a snip here. Just put some glue there just to not waste it. Okay, right, I don't want that thread there. I mean, this is literally already stuck down really firmly, this fabric. If I were to try and tear it up, it would literally, you know, the cardboard would come up as well. Okay, so I'm going to put a snip here. And I'm just going to put a crease there. I could have that going up there. I might leave that and have that going up there. I've got to trim that off there, that's okay. And so I'll have to put a snip about there as well. And again, I'll have that going up there. That's perfect. And I think I'm going to put paper there. I'm not sure. I might put a different type of fabric there. So let's get gluing here. I've said that and I wasn't even on screen. Okay, and do I need to do any glue? I think that's already glued down there. Okay, so let's see if we've got enough glue here. Where's my thing? Just going to pull that back and see how it look. I can't even, it doesn't even tear off. I just got to make sure I get glue in there. It's not going anywhere. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Put that up there. Wipe it off. Just pull this across. Help if you move the scissors out of the way. That would be a great help. Glue that there. I need to glue that bit down. Oh no, I've got some glue down there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, that will be like that. Okay, so let's flip it over. I'm getting tangled and see I've got little bits I have to trim off. They might be difficult. It's all curving and stuff like that. It's wet. It's wet with glue, so yes, it will curve a little bit. I might have to put some books or something on it so it flattens out. Okay, just got to cut that little bit there. I mean, if you're a precise crafter, you certainly don't want to be doing this with copying what I'm doing because I'm very imprecise. Okay, very good, love it. So inside is done, yay. So that'll all have to dry. Now this is my spine here. I still have to decide there. I think I would like to have something, something that, like, if it were to tie clothes, how would I do that? How would I get it to tie? I could put something there and that just ties around there. I'll have to have a think about that. Oh, and I was going to put here some sari silk. I mean, I can easily just put it there and it'll be visible, and then I'm going to put some here and it'll tie shut. So it's coming along, isn't it? Very pretty. Okay, so I guess the next thing is to work out our measurements for our pages. Now, I think, I'm going to have a sip of coffee. It's a very big format, isn't it? It's a very big format. So, so my height would be, I wouldn't want to go more than 26, would I? Not more than 26. Maybe I do 25 and a half. So what I do, just to remember, is that's my up and down. So that's my height, and it's going to be 25.5 centimeters by, now here, I don't think I want my pages to go right to the edge. So that would be 17. There's my crease. 17, maybe 16. Might even keep them a bit shorter and make them 16 times 2, so 32. That's going to be my width. So I'm going to have to hinge. I've got some A3 paper. Maybe I might tea dye some A3 paper. I also thought I might like to put in, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I've got glue all over my fingers. Not very nice feeling. Kathleen's paper that she gave me. I think it's gone somewhere. Oh, I'm wiping my fingers with that wet one. It's full of glue. So they got even more glue on them. Just grab another one. As I said, I wanted to have my wet towel ready, but I forgot. So let's just, I'm going to put some scrapbooking paper in. I don't think I'll bother like making it Franken sort of paper to make it bigger, because I don't think it's necessary. So just, I've got this, these are big book pages, you see. I can use, oh no, that one's ripped. But yeah, I've got some of those books. I'll get some of those book pages. And then I've got straw paper that can be big enough. I've probably got some hinged pages here. Actually, I've got some stuff left over here that I could use. These are all leftover bits. See, look at that. They're huge. So I can cut the, oh, but I don't want anything really with figures, do I? Because I'm going to be covering it up, putting my things in. But there you go, there's some pages. Just let me see this one. No, that one, not that one, this one. I guess I could cover that up. And I guess, yeah, I'll use them anyway. I can cover them up. Doesn't matter. I don't want anything too decorated because, yeah, as I said, I'm going to be putting in my projects. And let me see what else. I've got my straw paper here. I just cut that down to size. I have some different sizes in there as well. I don't want everything huge, so we'll have a few different sizes. And what else do I have? I think I want to keep my papers fairly plain. Just quickly having a look through. Don't want anything too pretty. Here's a nice big of, this is white, but it doesn't matter. I could tea dye this. I'll just fold it anyway, just so we can see. This is probably about the right size, nearly. So that can kind of be my template. Yeah, that one's about the right size. That's about the size that I want. And I wanted to find Kathleen's papers. Where did I put those? Let's see. If you don't remember, Kathleen sent me all those beautiful tea-dyed papers, and I just love them. I thought it's a nice way to keep them, and they arrived in the middle of this project. Just a second. Let me see if they're on the floor here. No, I don't know where I put them. I put them so they didn't. Anyway, I'll have to find them afterwards. Let me see, what's this? Here's some brown paper. could use some brown paper in there as well. I want it to be kind of got a big envelope here that will go in. Look at that big ruined envelope, that can go in there as well. I want it to be kind of grungy. I don't want it to be all perfect. It's an old, no, I can't use that. Sorry guys, here's another envelope. Oh, that'll be good. And here's another envelope. That's got something in it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so my next job now is to get on with my pages. And then I'll decide, you know, what sort of thing I need to put here. I think I need to get my pages sort of all sorted. I might do that now, and then I'll add on to the video. So I'll switch off now, and then I'll show you all of my pages sorted. I think that's the best way to go about it. So I'll be back in a minute. Bye. Hi, okay, so I am back. I have collected together 25 pages. I'll just flip through. This is the beautiful Kathleen paper that I was talking about, that she sent me some coffee dyed papers that I absolutely love. This is the envelope. Now I'll decide whether to cut it open at the top or the side. And then I just had some bits and pieces lying around that I hadn't used in journals, some straw paper, and that's, so there's 5 signatures, 5 pages each, because I've got 100 days, although I probably could do more, but doesn't matter. No, this is my 100 days. I only want to put my 100 days in here. So just a mix of random bits and pieces. This was just a piece left over that I had lying around in this book. This was a mistake. I hadn't cut down my paper and I stitched this on it. In fact, that I did in my 100-day project, but that will stay there. So, you know, it'll probably lie around for a while before I would use it. So I'll put that in there. Just some, this is my porch prints. I had a whole lot of extra pages that I had printed out that I didn't use. Beautiful. This is gorgeous. Like 1820s. No. Yeah, maybe 18 or even earlier. Early 1800s, that paper. And it's quite strong, so I thought I'd put that in there. Because I'd like to keep a little bit for myself rather than selling it all or giving it all, you know, putting it in journals and things. That's just extra for decoration. And I accidentally ripped it when I folded it, doesn't matter. And then just brown paper bag. So they are my pages ready to go. So what I have to do now is put those aside. I need to measure here. This is my spine. I need to measure it and find my center. So it's 8 centimeters. So I need to do, my center is 4 centimeters. Where's my pencil? There it is. 4. So I just do a circle there. 4 centimeters. So well, let me mark 4 centimeters up here. There's the fold. So if I do 4 centimeters up there, I can pretty much put this on that line there. Try and kind of line it up. It's not perfectly straight, and I can, well, I don't really need to draw a line. I just need to know. I usually wing it quite a bit when I do that. So what I need to do, what was my height? My height was 25. Oh no, that was for my signature, but I'll make it, oh my goodness, wouldn't you know, I put my video on and he rings the doorbell. He's back. He's gone swimming and he's back. Lulu, go please. He's back. 13.5. There we go. And so I'm only going to do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and I'll probably do I like to do my distance in inches, and it's going to be 2.5. Is that 2.5? 7, 9.5. There, and 7 to there. So 5.5. So that's the first one. I've got to do 2 more on each side, and I think I'll leave a bit of space between. I think I'll leave a centimetre. So actually all I need to do is a centimetre enough. I need to just go like this. Is that enough? Centimetre. If I do a and then I've got, no, maybe a bit more. 1.5 centimetres. Centimetre and a bit I'll do. Don't you just love it? So which was my marking? I think that's the middle there. Let me just double check. What a goose. Yes, that one, not the other one. So if I do it 1.5 centimeters, they'll have more space to grow. And I'm eyeballing where I put my markings. Can you see that one? I don't know. There. And then I'll just centimetre and a half. So then I need to, just a minute, now I'm confusing myself because of course I've got my camera on, don't I? Oh, there. I need to go to there. It's my next one. That seems further away. I need to move it over a bit. There and there. Okay, and then I need to do the same on the other side. So that's that. I need to go to about here. Oh, but I can't see if I do that, can I? So I need to go, sorry, there to there. I need to open this out. 1.5 centimeters is about there. So this is really teaching you what not to do. That's a bit closer, that one. There. And then about here, I think. Doesn't really matter, it's just for me. I do try to be a bit more careful when I'm making them for sale. There. Okay, that's that. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put my holes in. My whole table's shaking now that my little piece of furniture broke underneath. Was making everything stable. That one worked. That one worked. And that one worked. There we go. I love my screw punch. And I do like this plastic one. I did, as I mentioned, I did have a cheapish wooden one, and it fell apart. And with this one, with the wooden one that I had, it wasn't like the expensive, couldn't find the expensive Japanese one on Amazon. I was buying on Amazon. You probably can find it on other websites, but they say if you're going to buy the wooden one, you must buy the proper expensive one, otherwise it falls apart. And also what I find with this one, I think I bought this one, no, I bought it on Amazon. This one, the little circles, like little pieces of paper and fabric that go in there, they come out, whereas with the other one it just got blocked. They never came out. I used to have to get a pin and push them through, and it was really hard work. So this one's really good. I'm very happy with it. And as you can see, I make it work. So I don't know if I'll be able to progress very far with this tomorrow if I don't sort of I need to organize my projects in order, if you know what I mean, like when I did them, to be able to continue on. I can feel that there. I did a bit further over there, but I think I'll move it over a bit. That's not too bad. Okay, and then the next job, how many have I done? 5. It's okay, good. And they're all punched through, perfect. Isn't that fun? And then I need to go here. So this is, I'll start with the bottom one, I think. And I think I'm going to use baker's twine to sew them in. So what I do now, you've seen, I've showed you this part before when we did the little book, but I'll show you again. I won't do it all on screen, I don't think. It's a bit repetitive, so I'm going to have trouble pinning these, clipping these, because they're not all the same height, so I don't think I'll bother. All I'll do is just measure, find the center. So, oh, wouldn't that be right? 24.5. What's it in inches? Sometimes it's easier to halve the inches. So no, so 4.9, 4.5, and then half of 6 is 3. 1, 2, 3. That should be half there. And so then what did I do? 2.5 inches there and there. This is my bottom one, isn't it? Oh, where did I put my punch? Oh, here we go. So normally I hold them up like so, and then, I mean, this is going to be super easy except for this doily that's going to move about, because there's not many pages. And I'll go ahead and stitch that one in so you can see that, and then I'll finish the rest off screen and show you tomorrow. Okay, so they're going to move a little bit, that'll be annoying. Okay, so I always start with the bottom ones. And what baker's twine will I use? Just excuse me a second. I'd like to use my, here it is, do I have enough? Blue one, since we're going with the blues. I probably have enough. So it's not going to have very many pages, which is odd for me. I normally, overfill things. I can't tell you what fun I'm having doing this. So this has moved. There it is, got it. I go down because I like my ties in the center. I mean inside the signature. If you want your ties to show on your spine, then you would go in the start coming up from underneath there, but I prefer to do it this way. So I go down in the center, up through here, the top, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, and then, oh yes, I think that's the up. Should check that, shouldn't I? Yes, it is. Okay, good. And by all means, I don't know that I've finished with my cover yet. I probably should have sprayed it all first. I haven't done that, have I? I forgot. I'm too keen to get my pages stitched in. Well, I might Mod Podge it. I can do that after. All my pages have moved now, so this is a bit... That's why I normally put paper clips to hold, but it's difficult when they're all different heights, the pages, because you can't clip them all. There we go. That comes together in the end. You get there. It's just a bit, you got to jiggy it a little bit. Come on. There we go. I don't think I had a hole in that one. I don't want to go down the wrong one. So I went down through the center, up through the top, and then down through the bottom. And just a minute, I need some more. And I don't cut my thread. See, look, I don't waste anything because I don't cut it. I just need to, why is this not pulling? There we go. I need to get some more. There we go. And then I come back up here. Am I going through the correct one? Yes. Get through all these layers that aren't matching up, although they should be. There we go. And now I make sure my needle comes up on the, see that tail is on that side and this tail is on this side. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I'm going to pull that. I don't want to pull this. And you want to pull it. I get quite sore hands from pulling because I pull it really tight because I don't want this sort of moving about. And so I've got one tail on this side of the center and this, and so then when you tie it, this is firm down, if you know what I mean. And I tie it tightly, and I don't cut it too short, just in case you had to retie it or something like that. So that one is in. There you go. First little signature is in. Yep, that's good. Next is this one, so I still need to put my holes in and measure it and do all of that. We'll do one more. So yeah, make sure you start at on the bottom and not in the top signature there. Okay, so this one I think I probably can clip. I'll clip it up. What will I do? I've got these. That will hold them a little bit. It's not very tight. And I have another one here. And I think I'll put one of these here just to hold some of these bigger pages. And I don't like clipping them at the top because it seems to pull, and when you go here you can't, it's not, I don't know how to say it, like you can feel there's a space between the pages, if you know, I don't know. Anyway, just ignore what I just said. 9.4, so 9.4, 4.5, 4.7. And then 2.5 is there and there. So punch my holes. So it's a fairly simple process. Just be careful with your measurements, because sometimes I've made a mistake and put my holes too far away or too close together, or I've sewn my pages in upside down and had to take them out and do it again. All those sorts of mishaps can happen. But there's absolutely no need to, with this one, with this type of the 3-hole, I don't know about the others because I've never tried them before, there's no need to cut your thread before and then find that you've cut too much and be wasteful. You can cut it at the end. Just come up, find the hole, there it is. There we go. See, this one's better because they're clipped, you see. It makes your life that much easier if you pin your pages together and they're not slip sliding around. There, and hopefully I'm on screen, and then I'll end this video off because otherwise it's going to be incredibly long. I know you wouldn't complain. I can take these off. Okay. Oh, I love this. This is really a fun thing to make. There's my second lot. I'd like to keep on going. I still have to think about these bits here. They're not complete. And I mean, they might just get a little project stuck in them or something like that. And I'm wondering about this. I would like this to be nice and tricky and special. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. There's my pages in there. Now I know they've got a lot of space between them, but they will be filled with things, so they will grow. And I expect it'll end up being quite bulky. So I will finish that off and have a think about tomorrow, the next step. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and thank you for hanging about with me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.